Welcome to Lesson 99 of EFT Tapping with the Course in Miracles workbook. You can watch Lesson 1 for a full description of this process. So Lesson 99, Salvation is my only function here. We're still on the 5-minute hourly practice. And let's go to the side of the hand, repeating after me. Even though I may still believe that I have a lot of functions here, a lot of things I need to do, a lot of goals and priorities. This lesson is pretty clear. Salvation is my only function here. I choose to open to the possibility that this is true, and to honor and accept wherever I'm at with this. Even though this lesson makes some bold claims, essentially stating the purpose of my life, that my only function here is salvation, which is also forgiveness. Salvation is my only function here. And I choose to honor and accept however I feel about this. Even though I may have beliefs and conflicting ideas about what the purpose or function of life is, about why I'm here or whether this is a dream, what I'm supposed to do about that. I choose to take on this idea seriously today. Salvation is my only function here. I choose to honor and accept myself, and I choose to give a sincere effort to giving 5 minutes every hour to this lesson. Okay, through the points now. Salvation is my only function here. Salvation and forgiveness are the same. Therefore, forgiveness is my only function here. And that might sound like a pretty drastic idea. The world has so many ideas about what I'm supposed to be doing here. And yet this lesson says that what we are here for, or seemingly here for, because we appear to be in a state of conflict that could never actually be true, that forgiveness is our only function, that it's the only way to correct our current misperception. Our mind believes this illusion is true. Truth and illusions are both equal now. Salvation now becomes the borderland between the truth and the illusion. How could there be a meeting place at all, where earth and heaven can be reconciled within a mind where both of them exist? The mind that sees illusions thinks them real. They have existence in that they are thoughts, and yet they are not real. And that's a very strong statement. that I may have all sorts of reactions to. I may find it confusing or confronting, and that's okay. I choose to honor whatever I'm feeling here. And what this lesson says is that this is the thought that brings illusions to the truth. This is the thought that saves and forgives. One answer to appearances, regardless of their form. Salvation is my only function here. God still is love, and this is not his will. I choose to let that thought in. All the world of pain is not his will. Forgive yourself the thought he wanted this for you. Apparently, I am believing a thought that is not true. Let the thought with which he has placed, or let the thought with which he has replaced all your mistakes enter the darkened places of your mind. That thought, the thoughts that never were his will. So we are to allow his thought to replace what we are believing, which is actually unreal and untrue. So I choose to practice his thought today. And start each practice with these statements. Salvation is my only function here. Salvation and forgiveness are the same. Then turn to him who shares your function and let him teach you what you need to learn. To lay all your fear aside and know yourself as love which has no opposite. And anytime there's fear and doubt, I will go back to these mighty words. Salvation is my only function here. God still is love, and this is not his will. And every hour I will spend 5 minutes and laying forgiveness on my mind. Salvation is my only function here. Okay, take a breath. All right, it was hard for me not to read every single line of that. I try to pick and choose and give it the context of tapping, but this one is so strong. I mean, when you hear it said at times, okay, A Course in Miracles is about the practice of forgiveness. This lesson is so just laying it out, like in unambiguous terms. Salvation is my only function here. Salvation and forgiveness are the same. Like, that is my only function here. All appearances of all forms are not his will. So literally everything we see is to be forgiven. And that's our only function. It's very unambiguous. I guess it never struck me. It's been some time. I probably did this lesson last year, honestly, but yeah, I guess it takes whatever it takes for the impact of this to land. So certainly is for me. I hope this is interesting and useful to you on your journey. I look forward to seeing you on lesson 100. I'll see you then.